Hey everybody, this is Michael, and this is Depraved from Evil Bite Games. You probably remember that I did a couple episodes on this and some live streaming back when it first went into alpha. It exited the public stage of alpha on May 19th, and the company let me continue to play it with the key that they gave me. And it's going to be available on Steam on July 20th. So it's coming soon, and they've gotten a lot of new features rolled into it. Again, it's coming into early access, so not quite ready yet. But they're continuing to work on it, continuing to do some cool stuff. So let's generate a map. And we'll get a random map seed there. We're going to get to see a picture of it first. We are. Yeah, okay, looks good. Let's give it a go. So there's some new stuff here. Back when I played it last, there was sort of a fixed perimeter around your town hall, and you could build within that perimeter. If you wanted to establish a new one, you needed to build a new settler wagon and send it off, and they would set up shop somewhere else. You had kind of separate towns. Now that may still be a mechanic here. I'm not sure, but your initial radius in which you can build is much lower now. And you need to, let's pause this, we'll have a look around. And you need to expand your radius. Right now, I know that you do that through spending some money. Now, is there other ways to do it? I don't know, there may be. So, we've got a little railroad track here. I kind of want to be near the railroad track because we do get now some ability to build a rail station. I haven't yet been able to build it. We've got a lot of greenery over here, and we're going to want to have some greenery. We don't want to build over here in the rocks and stone too much, although getting near somewhere with like an iron mine wouldn't be a bad thing. So let's grab our settler wagon, which is over here. Going the wrong way, guys. Let's head over to this area right over here. And again, this is an alpha game. If you look, the version is EA.0.1C.35. So, pretty early days for this game. Let's speed it up a bit. Get them over here. A little cactus down here. Very nice. We got some bunnies. Some boar. Some dead folk. I have no doubt that that we're going to have some wolves and such around here. Probably. Yeah, so some things have changed. And we're just waiting for our guys to get here. Here they come. Okay, good. Alright, let's put them down right around here. So we're going to unpack our settler wagon. And let me try to get a view on what's going on. Where do we want our main street to kind of be? Maybe, where's this mountain? Yeah, it's over here. Maybe just along here, and we'll build out from here. Although, if we do that, we won't be able to build where that mountain is, and we won't be able to build over here in the greenery, so maybe we should put it here. Although, it's going to have to be close, right? There we go. Okay, let's get them to drop some people off. There's our settler wagon, and it has magically expanded. So who do we have here? We have Johansson Bakewell, who has no weapon. Robert Zook. Assad Hages, no weapon. Golbank Arnell. Wow, these guys have some interesting names. Kenneth Mikesell. Jed Applegate. Manning Hunot. And Junius Pater, who has a rifle. So that's one thing you start out with now. You start out with a hunter who doesn't do jack. He just leans up against the town hall until you get a hunter shack built. But that does mean you have a guy with a rifle, which is a handy thing when you have bear or wolves hanging out in the woods over here, which I'm sure there are some. I don't see any right now. So we'll keep an eye on that. We may have to send Junod out to whatever his name is, Manning. No, that's not him. Who's the guy? Well, if you want to find out who the guy is, click on Show Armed Residents, and now we can see that he's hanging out here. He's not going to take any precipitous action, though, although he is on offensive, so he may do something. We don't know. Anyway, these guys are gonna putz along here doing stuff, and we got a few things we can build. If we look down here at our building menu, which is available from this little circle here, you can see the buildings we have available, and we really don't have very many. We can build a bridge, and we can build a lumberjack and a sawmill. Those are the only things we can build. Before we get to building a, used to be it was tents, but now it's a shack. And does that shack upgrade maybe later on? Possibly. We used to get a shack, a tent, a shack, and then houses as our town improved in status. Now we get shacks, and I think that this may upgrade later on as we upgrade our people. And we can upgrade our people by meeting their needs. So right now we're dealing with pioneers. They need meat, water, firewood, and clothing. These guys add in bread and alcohol. And then these dudes add in fish and what? Jewelry? Fish and jewelry. Did I say firewood? Yeah, well, anyway, firewood is one of those things we need as well. So in order to build a shack, we're going to need a lumberjack, and we're going to need a sawmill. So I'm going to suggest we put this lumberjack way out here, and maybe we'll rotate it. So R and T rotate, but not when you're paused for some reason. And okay, it looks like they've given us a bit finer control on this. When I was streaming it the other night, it was a little herky-jerky with rotating. But now it looks like we've got a little bit more control, and that's beautiful. Because I was making some seriously hoopty-looking streets. So let's see if we can pop that down. And now they're going to amble over and bring us some wood. Come on, Goldink. You boys want to pick up the pace over here. Space does pause, but there is no like tab to advance to speed, so you got to do that manually. As far as I know, there may be a key. Let's try to keep an eye on the woods over here. You can see our blue build barrier here. This is all our build space for now. Although when this is done, is it done? Not quite. If this were done, we would have, there we go, we could expand for 5,000. And we may want to do that fairly soon. We've only got 19,400 over there. And as you can see, Junius here is just holding up the building. Yeah, he's not planning on doing much of nothing until we get him a hunter shack. But we can't do anything until we get him a hunter shack. Yeah, I'm sorry. Until we get these two buildings up. I wonder though, can I change his like working area? He doesn't have a working area because he doesn't have a building. What happens if I send him over here? Will he hang out over here and like guard us on the edge of the map? Let's see if he will. Tell you, they don't move very fast, do they? The name of our town is apparently Decora, which that's fairly unacceptable, I think. Let's rename that. Can we rename that? Do we have to not be paused to do that? Oh, there we go. Okay, you don't click on the quill. You click on the name itself. So we're going to call this town. It looks like if we let it go, it will be called Cuero, which I don't want it to be called Cuero either. Let's call it Collywood. And do we hit anything else to accept it? No, it just gets accepted. Here comes a dude. This will be our lumberjack, Bert Otzenbruns. Bert, welcome to town. Where'd our hunter get off to? Oh, he's doing a little patrol over here. I reckon that's okay. Still can't do anything till the sawmill gets built, but that's the only thing they got going, so I guess they'll keep doing that. They're going to stack horses here until it's full, and then those horses are going to start dying. So it's a bit of a rush to get to the stable. I find that I'm always done with the stable like seconds before horses start dying. And we may need to buy, yeah, we will actually have to buy some things. So let's go ahead and here's how you buy things. You click on the green button, and you can choose an amount. I'll get the minimum amount. Well, not the minimum amount, but the default amount is 10. So I'll get 10 planks, 10 stone, 10 of these iron parts, metal parts. And we can start building some things as soon as we get the ability to do it. This thing here is nearly done. This guy's going to make us planks very freaking slowly, though, by the way. And this guy, he probably already got a full load of logs. Yeah, he's already full over here. So until the sawmill gets up and running, We're just hanging out. I might leave this show armed residents on for now. There we go. Okay, so a guy's going to be showing up to do that soon, and now we have new buildings available. Ooh, okay, I didn't mean to select a building. Let's see what we got. We got a stonemason, and we also got shacks, and we also have a hunter. Okay. Hunter seems like a good idea. I don't suppose we can squeeze him back there, can we? No, we cannot. And no, we can't rotate while paused. I'm sure that's just an oversight. Something that will be changed at some point in the future. Well, let's see if I can nudge this into place here. Yeah, not really. So we'll just do it like that. And then you guys are just idle. Well, we can't have that. So we got a hunter. What else do we have here? Oh, a warehouse. Yeah, we're going to want a warehouse. So let's put down a warehouse right about as close to this as we can get it. That looks like a good place for it. So there's a warehouse. We're going to stock things in that, obviously, as its name would imply. And then we're going to need a stonemason. Where is a good stone pile? Looks like a little bit right there. But our main option looks to be out here. So let's put this guy out on the edge of town. Let's turn him around, though. Can I snug him in right? Now it's a bit slow. What if I zoom in? Is it does it rotate less? No, one key press kind of rotates it a lot. So I'm gonna have some wonky streets around here. There we go. Let's get a stonemason down, and then we're gonna start plonking down some shacks. Where are these shacks gonna go? I think we're gonna butt them up right here. Now I want to rotate this, but it's gonna be all crooked. Crooked. Oh, if you slow it, the slower game speed lets you rotate more slowly? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but knowing it is a good thing. So these hold 2 people apiece, so let's get a few of them down. Magic early number, I think, is 15. So we've got 12, 13, 14 there. And can we get that in there? How close can I get it to that hunter shack? Right there. And then let's just go ahead and throw another one back here. So this will be our back row of shacks. We'll get that in there. Now let me let it go. Sometimes it doesn't want to let you deselect. All right, so there's 8, 9, so that's 18 people max. And let's see, our toilet is going to unlock once we have a shack built. Our well is going to unlock when we have 12 pioneers. Grain farm when we have 15 pioneers. Woodcutter, 12 pioneers. Tailor, 14. Weaving mill, 15. So yeah, 15 is kind of a crucial number here. 12 and 15. And then I think 20 maybe. And we can tell them to come pick these, planks up right away, but they don't really have anywhere to put them, so. But they got plenty of places here to bring stuff, so just start dragging, guys. And, I actually want this warehouse to be slightly higher priority than the houses. Is this done? It is, yeah. So this is our hunter, and he's going to go off and get some game for us. I guess he can have that area there. I didn't set up an area for our lumberjack. Let's move his area just to here so that he clears a little more land that we can use. Try to get our area here clear. It looks like he's gotten most of that. Last time I played this much, you couldn't place a building where there were trees, and so you had to have your lumberjack cut them down, and that was a bit painful. But now you can. Unfortunately, you lose those trees, and I don't know if there's a way to replant. So I haven't seen a way to replant. We'll have to see how that happens. When do we get the stable? The stable is under town stuff. Yeah, 12 pioneers. So we need to get these houses up quick as may be. Warehouse is working. And they'll just sort of bring stuff here. You can specifically forbid things, but I don't think you could tell them, I definitely want this here. So we could forbid things to go in here. Like, for instance, we could say no logs in here. What is something we might want to say don't put in here? I don't think there's anything that we're going to be getting that we'd want to not have. Logs aren't going to go in there anyway. You can see we're losing money right now. We'll start getting tax money when some of these things are done. Now, we could tell them to pick this up. I don't know if they will or not. Yeah, so 5 logs could be brought over here, but we just don't have enough people. As you can see, not enough workers in Collywood. Build more residential buildings. Yeah, I'm trying. But the stonemason is getting done first, it looks like. 2 more planks and this guy will be just about ready. Start getting some stone. These require stone, but I did buy some, and we had some already. So we've got 20 stone in stock. I do like that you can roll over the image here and see what you've got. It's pretty handy. So it's nighttime in Collywood. Hoping we're going to get a gunslinger wandering through town soon so that we can recruit him up, get some help. Our hunter can help us out if we need him, but let's turn off his nightlight. Yeah, so anyway, this game's coming to Steam Early Access on the 20th. I don't know what's coming, in the future. I haven't looked at their roadmap, but it's a pretty darn cool game, and it has just so many unexpected behaviors. The way the people act is pretty cool. And I'm sure that's only going to improve as we go along. So we got our dudes just hanging out by the fire here. Robert Zook, Jed, Goldnick, and Bert just hanging out by the fire over here. Anybody camped out back here? Yeah. Right by the railroad tracks. You guys are not going to have a good sleep back here. That is so strange. I do like it. I like how they just camp out. They do their thing. But they do keep working throughout most of the night. Somebody does, generally. Is this done? No. 80, 90%. This is done. Yeah, of course, we already knew that. So this is getting done. There we go. And by default, he's going to have access to some stone. But as soon as the guy gets in here, we can tell him where to work. Let's say I'd like that meat and stuff picked up. That's not empty. Stone right there. Here we go. So who's our stonemason? Morris Howe. Welcome to Collywood, Morris Howe. And yeah, now we have a toilet. Toilets are freaking crucial. I forgot to build them in one game, and everybody got cholera. Actually, no, I didn't forget to build them. I just think I got too big and didn't put in enough. So everybody got freaking cholera, and it was a nightmare. People were stacking up like cordwood in the doctor's office. They were just dead in the building. They get a little black skull that kind of bounces above their head, and dudes were dying hard. It was pretty bad, pretty gruesome. The shadows in this game, I know shadows these days are kind of a function of the game engine. They're there. Probably don't take much special work, but for some reason, they're particularly good in this game. They're very subtle, but you just watch them moving, and it adds a really nice effect. Also, their pathing, their path making is quite nice. I don't know if I need to do this kind of management over here, but dudes, come get that wood. Not enough workers. Yeah, we're working on shacks. Brand new shack here with Manning and Junius over here, and it already looks like it's well lived in. That's for sure. I do love that we have some building variety. It's very nice. You know, the texturing on these buildings is quite good, but they're very geometrically. They're quite simple, and what they remind me of is like for wargaming or tabletop gaming. You know, with miniatures and stuff, you can often find like where people have made these print them out and glue them together kind of models and stuff for tabletop scenery. And that's what these remind me of. There's a Western set that I saw. I actually may have downloaded at one point. And these remind me very much of that. Even though they're quite good looking. You know, so I'm not going to knock them or anything. I'm just saying that that's what they kind of remind me of because they're very simple. But, you know, Wild West buildings probably were very simple. I can only assume. They're not going to go to a lot of extra detail and stuff. All right, what do we need here? Have we got anything here that we can build that we don't already have? Not really. Not really. We just got to wait for some dudes to make some progress. And I would like to, you know, pause and or speed up, but we're going as fast as we can. If I pause, we may miss something. So I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it as it comes. And apologies if that's boring. But if it is, you can certainly skip ahead in the video while we do this. Otherwise, I'm just going to let it run, and we'll just kind of look and see what people are doing as we go along. And I'll probably ramble on and say silly things. Quite a bit of carnage out here. Our hunter has been doing the deed. I feel like these rib cages just sort of scattered around the world. Ow. Okay, yeah, he just took down a wild boar. Dude, do we need this much food? Is what I'm wondering. Do you think we need this much food? Let's get the stonemason stuff picked up. They're making pretty good progress over here, though. I gotta say. Does this guy not get a back porch? They did do a fair bit of work on the porches with these houses. Why do we have so many porches? Oh, there goes the train. Oh, that deer. There aren't any collisions yet with the trains, but... Oh, and it just disappeared. Okay. It's the Hogwarts Express over here. Alright. No point putting down any more houses. What are we waiting on here? We are waiting on 12 pioneers, and we are at 11 right now. So I think if we get another house, we'll probably be edging up on it. And then we'll be able to build a well. What else will we be able to build? A wooden church. That'll be good. If you look at one of these guys, let me click on this cat here. We can see that he's unhappy. He's pretty happy with the meat, water, and clothing situation because we had some clothing, I guess. He's unhappy because he doesn't have anywhere to live. And he is unhappy because he doesn't have a church. Oh, so here's our progression of houses. Shack, simple house, apartment house. Okay. I don't know if there's like a fancy house. I think the simple house is our settlers. These are pioneers. We'll get settlers and then we get, what, merchants? I don't think all the prosperous merchants are going to live in apartments, so I don't know, maybe they get a fancy house. Well, there's no doubt these people are doing work. They are cruising through. Comes Wells Cargo. We haven't ordered anything, so they're just gonna cruise right through. They cruise through the horses, which is weird because they avoid the buildings. Another thing I expect will change as the game develops. So stonemason here doesn't have very far to walk, so he turns out that stone pretty quickly. We're just waiting on another dude. I really want to get a stable here before we get too filled up on horses. We're going to have to put down a lot of buildings here in a minute. But we got to wait for these shacks to get done. We got room for 10 folk right now, and then we'll put in another 8 here. See if we can see how this is doing. It has everything it needs, so they're just going to be building it now. Can we give it just a boost to make sure they focus on this one? It looks like they are focusing a little better than they have in the past. Yeah, they've brought nothing to these. They're starting on this one. So it used to be that they would kind of do a little bit on everything, but stuff wouldn't get done in general. So it looks to me like maybe they've been tweaking the priority of the job queue. So we've got another house. Johansson is living there, and I think another guy will move in. We have nobody homeless. New building available, yeah, so somebody must have showed up. I don't know who, but I guess we'll see his horse appear here. So we can do a church, we can do a stable, we can do a doctor, and we can also do what? A well, yeah. I thought there might be a well forthcoming. So this light green, not so great for the well, but it's not bad. And we could squeeze it in here. 576, excellent. Drag middle mouse in a direction to rotate. Oh. Oh, that's how you can regrid it. Nice. I didn't realize that. Never read the tooltip. Read the tooltips. It's always good. So you can use R&T to rotate arbitrarily, but it sounds like middle mouse. Here's our new guy. Who are you? Clarburn Wormwood. Oh, dear. All right, Clarburn. We got the well put down. Let's go for, let's see, a church, a stable, and doctor. Let's get the stable. We squeeze that in sideways right here. Yeah, let's get the stable down. All right, cool. And then let's go ahead and frame out the church and the doctor. So is this, what is this on the ground here? It's just a rock. Okay. So if I, oh, that is just too awesome. Guys at Evil Bite anticipating my griping about stuff. Okay, we want this thing to go this way. I'm trying to squeeze it as tightly as I can in here so we can get plenty of things into town. So there's our church and a doctor. Right? Church? Yeah. Church and a doctor. And that is, I think, everything we can build right now. Oh no, the woodcutter. Okay, let's get the woodcutter put in. Okay, can I let go of that? Thank you. When you have it paused, it does some weird stuff, so you gotta kind of keep an eye out. Looks like I've left too much room in here. Not enough room to squeeze anything in there, unfortunately. We could squeeze somebody in here. Let's do that. We'll squeeze him in there, and then we could put a couple more houses down. That seems like a good idea, because the name of the game is to continue to expand. Within your means, of course. Let's turn that around this way. Actually, Main Street's right here, and that's a stable. So let's give the front of the stable a little bit of room. And maybe... I don't want another shack there. Let's put him over here. Okay, the hunter's all full. What do we got going on over here? We've got leather and meat. Okay. So next up we have the Undertaker at the cemetery at 20. But we also can now do a grain farm, and we can do a tailor. That's what I wanted, was a tailor. And that's the doctor and the church, right? Maybe the tailor can go right back in here. I'm not sure what we put in front of him though. Guess we could leave that spot there to throw in a. Could leave that spot there to throw in some restrooms, maybe. So let's line it up with the street, kind of. And hopefully we can throw another toilet in there. Can we throw another toilet in there? Yeah, we could throw 2 toilets in there. So let's leave that space for toilets. That seems like a good idea. And I don't know how long I'm going to play this with this episode. Maybe an hour. But I'm going to try to record another episode right after, so I don't end up dropping the ball and ended up with a different version. Which is, I think, what happened to me last time. I started recording and then didn't get back to it for a little while, and the version changed, and I was like, well, figured I'd just wait a bit So there goes our well. It's going to get built. We'll get another dude to work that, I think. And we'll just keep an eye out here. We still have enough metal parts, stone, and planks to keep building. So that's pretty good. I haven't had to buy anything. And we're at $14,000. A resident of Collywood is being attacked. Let's pause. So there's a wolf over here. Yeah, I figured there might be. Let's see. Where's our hunter? There he is. Oh, he's asleep. Oh man, can I get him out of here? Here he is. Can you please... Can we order him out of bed? Can you get over here quickly? And there's another wolf right there. Oh, no, you can't go back to bed yet. You need to take care of another wolf for us, if you would. I'm sorry, wolves, but we can't be having this. Are there any more out here? I can't see them. Alright, let's let Junius get back to bed here. This guy, who is this, Robert? Yeah, Robert Zook. You're going to have to wait till the doctor's up and running. Maybe let's just prioritize this doctor a little bit. Oh, a gunslinger. Hello. Who are you? He's deep in the woods here. Austin Orcutt, who has a rifle. I like that. Austin, would you like to be on the payroll? Careful not to click this fire button. It doesn't mean fire like you think it means fire. Okay, that's off the map. We should be able to find. Here we go. Getting a little lost here. Let's put him just patrolling downtown, if we could. Now, you see what I mean about the horses. We've got them stacked. I don't think they can fit any more in there, so we really need this stable to get up and running. And between the stable and the doctor's office, actually, let's drop that. Okay, that is slightly lower priority. Yeah, you get over in the vicinity of this doctor. We're bringing him into town for you. So if you guys can get this stable up and running, guarantee you we're going to get a warning message about a horse right about the time this thing is done. 32%. A resident from Collywood is homeless. Yeah, figured that. We do have another shack going in over here for another person. Not enough workers in Collywood. Yeah, I know that too. Where did I put that tailor? Is that him? Yeah, okay, that's over here. Okay, the hunter's got a full load over there. Now, how are we doing on materials? Looks like we're about out of stone, so let's buy some stone. And let's go ahead and buy some planks, because we're building an awful lot right here. Metal parts pretty low too, but we've got to wait till some of this stuff is gone before we can buy any more. This poor guy. Yeah, help build the doctor's office. We'll get him in here and you can get fixed up. He's looking pretty bad. Collywood, metal parts out of stock. You can buy goods from a trader in the town hall. Yeah, let's get some more metal parts in. And the stable? Yeah, it's done. So people are going to start bringing their horses over. We beat it. We beat the clock here. I really figured on getting a warning about that. We did beat the clock. We got our gunslinger. I'm expecting some bandits to move in nearby before too long. Yeah, horse is starving. Construct a stable to accommodate it there. So the horses are moving off to the stable. Doctor's office is in progress. That's great. And horses have been moved to the stable, and we're just gonna sell them because maybe there's a point to having some people mount horses later. But believe me, we're gonna get more. I mean, you would need like 10 stables in town if you're doing that. And you know what? We should prioritize that a little bit too. I'm trying not to get prioritized happy, but I would like the doctor here so this guy can get healed. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, he's got a pretty sour mood. And these guys can go ballistic like, you know, most of these type of games where somebody starts just getting crazy and shooting up town. Metal, holy crap, man. Well, we've got an order in for more metal parts. Let's get some more, because I suspect we're going to need them. Oh, okay, residents being attacked. That's a bandit right there. Gustav Weigand. And you are you shooting him? You feel free to leave your area and go take care of this cat. There we go. Okay, unfortunately he has died in town here, and we got nowhere to bury him. Hopefully that doesn't lead to any disease spread. When I was streaming the other night, I wiped out a bandit camp, and there were dead dudes around the campfire, including a couple of my guys, and they eventually ended up with little black skulls floating over them. I think we can turn off the magic. Bandits have settled down close to Collywood. Here they are over here in the woods. The Flores Daniels gang. I thought that was like Mr. Flores and Mr. Daniels, but no, it's just Flores Daniels and his henchman, Ed Redeker. Ed Redeker here isn't apparently wanted yet. Anyway, they want $227 and 4 metal parts, and they can bite me. We're not gonna play that game. But I may recruit up the. Let's turn back on our who's got the weapon and see. Can we? Okay, we can't. We can't dual click those guys. Can I just bring you guys over here like that? Let's bring them over here, because they're gonna start messing around with my logger. I can't have that going on. Let's get them over here. If we're gonna have this sort of activity, it would be really great to add some, I guess, RTS kind of controls here more. That would be cool. Because watch these guys. They're gonna nope. They're gonna just nope right out of there. Come on, guys. Let's keep going. I would like y'all to attack that fella right there. That's Flores Daniels, and he's... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I can't see. Can we attack Ed Redeker here? Let's take care of this dude. Oh, there you go. Ed Redeker has been dispatched. Now, we can... I bet there's a weapon over here somewhere, right? There's a Colt. So somebody can come get that weapon. How about you, Bert? Can you come grab that Colt there? And is there another weapon here? Oh yeah, there's another weapon here. So I can't get that unless I got a guy selected. So Assad, how about you come over here and grab that Colt? There we go. Now if we look in the warehouse here, somebody ought to be bringing... well, I guess they're not. Maybe they'll just carry it around with them. And that's fine, I suppose. Who are you? Okay, he's the hunter. Here's our lawman. Do we have a doctor yet? We have a doctor. Ewan Wyam. Ewan Wyam. Okay, why don't you come see the doctor? And then we have another fellow that's wounded too. Robert Zook is wolf bit. So he'll come to the doctor as well. And then who are you? Chatfield Bonton, the woodcutter. Did we just now finish the woodcutter shack? That's the hunter. This is the woodcutter here. Chatfield Bonham. Okay. We got to get some more houses going though. We got one over here that's getting built. Well, I suppose we can put them out this way. And we can now build, looks like an undertaker and a cemetery. So I guess we better get that going before too long too. Okay. Let's get that in there, and then maybe we'll just put this back here. Can it go? Yeah, not really. Not really. That's gonna mess with my mind back here. I think we're gonna save that room there for like a farm kind of thing. What about y'all live over here by the tailor, I think. Okay, let's get an undertaker put in. Yeah, I guess we'll line it up here. We'll have just a wide street down the middle, and then we also need a cemetery. So here's a cemetery, and where are we going to put that guy? It's right behind the church. Well, I guess we could. What about something like that? Streets will get a little higgledy-piggledy back here, but I guess that's okay. Alright, everybody's working hard. What else are we going to be getting here? We're going to be getting a saloon, a sheriff, and a bank. Probably want that to go in right here. So maybe what we'll do is stack some more. Okay, a hunter needs to have his area of responsibility moved a little bit. A resident is discontented. Discontented residents tend to become violent. Okay, we'll look into your problems in a minute. Squeeze a shack over here by the cemetery. And can we... what happens if we just kind of squeeze one in right here? Let's do that. So how many shacks are we going to have now? That's 3 more, 4 more. That's 8 more people. 10 more people. That ought to get us to... Well, we need to get to 40. Okay, well, we might have to put some more shacks in here somewhere. What else do we have available? We have a train station. Now, this didn't work for me the other night. Right now, we can't because it's outside of our boundaries. But in theory, I would think you'd kind of line that up with the tracks. I wasn't able to put it down the other night, but this game has gotten like 5 updates since then. So whatever was going on back then may not be going on anymore. Can this go in here? I bet it cannot. No, it cannot. Okay, let's see. Let's everybody get back to work here. And looks like our metal parts are dwindling here. We may want to order some more. We'll order some more metal parts. And here... We've got 142 a month, or a day coming in, I think, or an hour, or whatever that is. So let's expand. So we just expanded. Next expansion will cost us 10,000. But yeah, now we got a lot more room. Our hunter is complaining about not being able to find anything to hunt. Let's get him moved into a new area. Maybe an area where wolves might come. Let's coincide him with the lumberjack there. And then let's go ahead and get the farm in. Is that snapped? Yeah, it's snapped to the grid. Let's throw that farm down right there. So that's going to grow us some grain. And with the grain we can grow sheep and pigs and also make alcohol. Okay, is there anything dangerous? Let's just do a perimeter scan here real quick. Kind of goes top down when you zoom out, so we're stuck with that a bit. Oh. Okay, resident Collywood is being attacked. FYI, it auto pauses when a resident is being attacked, so I often pause it myself and end up unpausing it. So it said it was right here. But is it? Is someone actually being attacked? I don't think so. I think the hunter might have taken care of it. I think it might have been this wolf here. Or is that the old wolf? I don't know. But I don't see anybody being attacked, so I'm going to assume maybe I was an old... Maybe it got taken care of by the hunter. We didn't have to intervene. So here, this wooden church is way out of line with the rest of the street, but I guess that's alright. So who's our preacher? Jed Crandall. Of course it is. Well, Jed, welcome. We got a lot to do here, and you got some words to be saying over some of these people too, because Gustav Wygant over here need to get buried. We really need that Undertaker. When is that going to happen for us? 40 Pioneer. Oh no, that's a saloon. Oh, hold on. We got the Undertaker queued up, don't we? Yeah, there he is. Boy. No, there's a lot of doing to do. We got 8,000 gold money, whatever. Well, let's just spend it. We're going to need some stuff. Is this Taylor bin? Okay, looks like the... No, he doesn't have his planks either. My goodness. Almost feel like we need another sawmill. What's our lumberjacks area looking like? He is running out of trees pretty quick. Let's get him into a new area here. And what's this? Okay, that's the dead bandit. He's a little... I thought this was blood at first time I saw it, but it's a little red bandito mask. I don't know why it sticks around when they're dead. I guess so you don't have to mourn them. I don't know. Maybe your guys don't really care. How many horses we got now? We got 5 horses over here? Sold. Can't eat them. Might as well sell them. I don't know how you got that wagon through there, buddy, but I'm impressed. That is some good driving. He's taking a circuitous route through town. A gunslinger is on his way to Collywood. Well, wouldn't be a bad idea to have another gunslinger. Sammy Sheeran. He's got a Colt. We're making $134 an hour. This dude's going to cost us $25 an hour. But I think we could use the muscle. So let's see if we can put him into town here somewhere. Where would we want him to be? Be honest, I'm thinking we have him overlap here a bit. Where's our other guy? Maybe letting him move will help out seeing him. I don't really see him. He has normally that little glowy shield under him. Oh, he must be in the shack here. That's the hunter. Here he comes. Oh no, this is just Bert, the lumberjack. He picked up that weapon over there. Well, where's our other gunslinger? Oh, there he is. Austin. Austin, why don't we move your work area over just a little bit and get you guys kind of there. We'll get you kind of overlapping over here. Now, I don't know what happened to our discontented resident. He must have gotten contented at some point because he doesn't seem to be having an issue anymore. All right, we got a lot of building to do, and it is definitely taken a while. I did not prioritize the Undertaker. Did I prioritize something over here? I guess maybe I didn't. Let's prioritize the Undertaker just a little bit because I'm worried about this dead body here. I'm worried that he's going to start rotting and spreading disease. And speaking of spreading disease, let's make sure we don't by throwing in a couple more toilets for the folks. Maybe just over here. We'll leave a little room. I'd call it green space, but it's clearly not green. So we're building over here in the dirt so that we can put farms and things over here. I should probably get a stonemason to clear that out for us because that's going to be in our way when we get building over this way. Pardon me, just a little wolf scan to keep my eye on those buggers. What happened out here? Rabbits have been killed. Oh my gosh, the corpses. Look at this. Bloodbath. I shouldn't wonder why there's so many rib cages scattered around the desert. Okay, only 2 horses there. We'll leave them. I don't want to go killing them. See, we're down to 94. We'll get a little more tax money when all these shacks go in, but it's not going to happen right away. Okay, it looks like our tailor's working. Annabelle Whitmore is our tailor. She doesn't have any cloth, but she's going to have plenty of leather. So our boy's been stacking the leather in here. He's got 10 leather over here, and he's already taken her 4. So yeah, we'll have some fine coats. Now the pathing, like I said, when they walk, they leave a path, and occasionally, like I guess where it's really heavy, they put down some wood. Kind of like cover up the mud puddles, you know? And you can see these areas where there's like high traffic, and those will eventually get those on them. It's kind of cool. They often look a little strange because like they'll take a crooked path because it's the most direct. But in general, I like it. We'll get a little rain. Cool weather effects in this game. So we have a little bit of rain. I was getting like some snow, early snow in the spring, and then it turned into rain later on. Pretty cool. Now we got some thunder and lightning. Undertaker's getting done, although we are pretty short on planks and metal parts. 16 metal parts. So planks, I guess. Why don't we buy a lot of planks because we have a lot of building to do. Let's do that. And then we do actually have a bit of stone in the warehouse, it looks like. And also our hunter has nothing left to hunt, apparently. So what could you hunt? Oh, yeah. There's like a whole herd of deer and boar over there. So you go do your thing. Alright. We're working on it. Also, I think they used to have like a tent revival church and then a wooden church. And now we just go straight to the wooden church. There's like a little bowl of water here. Is that for the horses? I never noticed that there were horse tie-outs on these buildings here. Is it just those? Well, I guess people tie to the front of these buildings. But yeah, all along the side, it's like their parking lot. And they even have a little, I don't know what this little box here is for, but they've got a bin of water there. It's pretty cool. The doctor's expecting a lot of business, though. He could stack up a few horses over there. Who else has got that? That's pretty cool. This sawmill, if you haven't seen it in action, is pretty neat. I don't think we're going to get to see it in action. I'm not sure where our guy is. We still have a guy, right? Yeah. Doss Motor. Who's that guy? I never saw his name before. I probably just forgot it, but I don't remember it at all. Taylor here. She's got a lot of crates outside. I don't know what she's doing with all those crates, but she's definitely making some clothes. And do we have any over here in stock? Oh my gosh, we have 22 in stock. I feel like we could sell some of that maybe, but let's not. Let's let it go. Undertaker. Stony Struthers. Looking very dapper in his fine hat and coat. And he's making some coffins. And hopefully he's going to go get this fella. Gustav. Stony, are you gonna pick up my boy Gustav there? Your cemetery's done. You ready to plant him? Oh yeah, there he goes with his cart. This is so cool. Watch this. Yes. Oh, watch out for Will's cargo there. Oh, where are you going? He's going off into the woods to get these dudes. Oh, look at that. He's outside of the borders, dude. Get the guy in town. Well, anyway, he picked him up. He sacked him, and now he's going to bring him back and put him away. I feel like we get a lot more like little flowers in the spring and stuff, and then they kind of go away as the year wears on. So they've done a really good job with the seasons in this game. I dig that. I would like one of these to get prioritized, maybe. And he's going to chuck him in a coffin. Whoop. And throw him in a cart, and we're going to see him get buried. I love this Undertaker. He is so great. Check this dude out. And rain, sleet, snow, dead of night, doesn't matter. This dude, he's potting them. The other night on stream, it was middle of winter, and I'm like, I don't think he's going to be able to dig that up very well, but he managed it. He managed it. Look at him. Boom. All right, so we're going to fill up the cemetery with bandits here. We got, oh, this dude is gone. He's gone. Is our other dude out here gone? Yeah, okay. I guess they passed their sell-by date, so they're out of there. All right, we got, that's getting built. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to plop down another row of shacks over here, if I can. And then I think we'll call this a close. You know, I actually do remember doing this before with the middle mouse button. I must have just forgotten about it, which is quite likely. I do forget about things. Can we squeeze? No. Can't squeeze anything in there. That is rather unfortunate. But, how are we doing? Are they all built? No, we've got 2 more over here getting built. Let me let go of that. Actually, you know, let's nestle a shack up in here. Can we squeeze that in right about as close as we can to the cemetery? There we go. That fits in there very nicely. So maybe, oh, that's the doctor. Maybe Ewan can share a room with Stoney back here behind the doctor's office. Well, what are you doing, Jed? He's just standing about. Well, okay, so how are we doing here? We got 28 dudes, and we got to get to 40 dudes to have a saloon. But in order to have a saloon be very useful at all, we need to have a, let's see, weaving mill, sheep farm, butcher, bakery, mill, distillery. 40 pioneers for that. And 40 pioneers for the bakery as well. And we also will need this farm up and running. And it is not there yet. We need 15 more planks for that. So, yeah, I guess we'll see about that next time around. I am going to cut this off, though, because we're getting to like an hour. Here's Jed standing around again. If you moved around a little bit, buddy, I guarantee you that potbelly would go away just a tiny bit. I don't know what's going to happen to Jed when we get the saloon going. I fear for him a little bit. All right, guys. Well, thanks very much for joining me for Depraved. We will take some more looks at this game. Remember, it is going on to early access on Steam on the 20th of July. So go wishlist that thing. And talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.